So finally we catch up with that dickhead Kroq, and it looks like we're on the same map as we fought on just now, which is quite annoying. It's the Wood Elves campaign all over again, when we fought on the same map about 8 times. And with this map there's not really a lot else I can do, because it's a choke point map, so it's literally, unless the AI decides to come and get me, which they probably won't, it's just going to be another choke point battle, which really aren't that fun to watch, in my opinion, but we'll see what we can do. All I'm really concerned with, to be honest, is destroying that bastard Kroq, as he has caused me enough trouble so far. But I'm pretty sure he's nothing that Kroq can't handle. So we'll hopefully get Kroq dead in this one, get him gone, and then try to push on him as much as possible so we can beat down the last defenders a little bit more, take some more of their places, and hopefully get rid of the bastards. Can we get a little bit of a flanking Z-force on this side? The old Rat Ogre Hammer and Anvil attack. That sort of idea anyway. Not sure it's really going to work too well on this map, because I'm not sure how much we'll be able to flank them, but we shall see. I think I'm about ready. Get these boys in place. I do believe we have some reinforcements coming as well. Awesome. Can't move them much forward. Magic's a bit rubbish. We'll gamble. Come on. Yes! 2 extra magic. Yes, that may have just won us the game right there. Looks like they're just going to sit back as usual. But we've got far too many forces for Kroq to even stand the slightest chance. I was very sure about this one, that I definitely wanted to kill Kroq and give him no chance in this one. He's rampaged through my lands long enough, so let us end him. Now the problem for this army for the most part though is that we don't have armor piercing, apart from the Rat Ogres really. Got a few Storm Vermin, but they're more anti-large of course. Do have a Plague Claw Catapult though, so we can hammer away at things a little bit. But we're probably just going to get in there and try to overrun them. But yeah, as far as the map selection thing, I really don't know how it chooses which maps you play on. And you'd think if you played in kind of the same sort of area for a few battles, if you had 3 battles, let's say, in roughly the same area, you'd think it would choose them better. Like maybe once you've played a certain map, you then can't play that map again for, 3 battles or something. So it automatically forces it to choose a different map. That would be a good little system if that was a possible thing to do. I have no idea. But yeah, they need to do something, because this playing the same map over and over again just because you're in a slightly similar part of the world makes campaigns very boring. For me, anyway. And these kind of problems, it does make you wonder, because Total War isn't a game that's really rivaled by any other game. There's none that do this style of real-time strategy battle with large armies and you've got to control 20 units. No other games do that quite as well as Total War does. Which means Total War has no competition in that field. Which means they can get away, or maybe they get lazy on these silly little bugs that are really annoying for players, but they don't really make too much effort to fix it because there's no one doing it better anyway. Take for example the AI. The AI in Warhammer is absolutely dreadful, in all honesty. And if someone came along and did a very similar fantasy-style real-time strategy battle game, which didn't just charge at you mindlessly and not have a formation and just applied units really badly, then Total War would be in trouble. They'd have to get their act together and sort out some of these issues that have been plaguing the series for the longest time. And I appreciate it's probably not easy to code the AI for this sort of massive battle where you've got so many things going on. I appreciate it's probably very difficult. But Rome 2... the AI is actually pretty good. It's far better than Warhammer. They actually fight in formation. They'll have a front line of swordsmen. They'll have spearmen on the edges, cavalry out wide, missiles up front. And they don't just charge at you mindlessly or run around in random orders all over the place for no apparent reason. And that's like a Total War game from 3 Total War games ago. That was before Warhammer, before Attila, Rome 2. Obviously, Rome 2 was an absolute mess when it came out, but it got sorted out, and it's really good now. And the AI is one of the best bits of it. Obviously, it's a different engine from Warhammer, so it's going to be curious what happens in 3 Kingdoms. I'm hoping it's going to use the Warhammer engine, because it's just a better engine overall, but the AI is pretty bad. Maybe it's all the different kinds of units in Warhammer that make it so hard for the AI to understand. Maybe all the flying units, all the monsters, all the magic, all this stuff, maybe it makes it too hard for the AI. I don't know. There's just a few large areas that could do with some serious improvement, like the AI, and a bunch of small areas that could do with work as well, like the map selection or army composition of the AI in campaign. They'll have like 9 Arachnaroks and then 3 Goblin Big Bosses. That's their army. Things like that are just a bit silly. Be nice to see some more structured armies that make a bit more sense. But who knows? We'll have to see how the series progresses. 3 Kingdoms, We can only hope it's going to be on the Warhammer engine, but how will a historical title play on the Warhammer engine? It'll be interesting. We shall see. Anyway, about to engage Kroq and his forces here. He's mostly a lot of Saurus warriors, some Saurus spears. Going to send in my clan rats first, just to absorb some of these charges, to protect the plague monks a little bit. And then we shall send in the clowns, aka the plague monks. Although I don't imagine plague monks are very good clowns. I don't think they're very funny. Don't invite them to your children's birthday party. It's going to be a bit of a churn fest, I think. We're getting all our anti-large on their large. Let's try and flank round with some of these rat ogres a little bit. No point in them just sitting behind there. Get after these damn skirmishers and stuff. Trying to shoot down the pterodons. Get these feral bastards dead. I think we should be okay. We're just going to have to churn through them as much as possible. Plenty of units left if our plague monks do get beaten down by the Saurus warriors. Let's get some flanking Zeons to go. Do love a good pack of rat ogres. I was trying to figure out what my favourite faction is. I think, you know, I think it might be the Skaven. I've always said Greenskins. And I feel like Norska is going to come along and make me say Norska again. But, god damn it, I love the Skaven. I love the Skaven style. It's a bit different. You can be hyper aggressive. You can overrun enemies with just so many troops, which is what I'd love to be doing right now. But unfortunately we can't get behind them. Not without a bit of sorcery. Gonna pop up some old clan rats. They can disrupt these missiles. They may not be able to kill them, but if we can stop them firing for a while, that's all good with me. Let's get my rat ogres on the move. We'll get them flanking round. Actually, there's some Kroq scores there. Let's get the Kroq scores. Just beat these down, and then we can go and flank round on the Saurus front line, I think. Oh, we've been broken a little bit. Oh dear, we need more units. We need more units. I think I may have plague clawed myself a little bit as well. But that's fine, that's the Skaven way, I suppose. A couple of plague monks there. Got a general there as well. Got to try and find Kroq at some point too. I want to smash his face in. We've got lots of them into Rampage. We are routing quite a bit in that centre piece though. Right, let's get the rat ogres round. We need the rat ogre flank on the go. Ooh, I'm bringing 2 units of infantry as well, why not? Seem to have routed most of the stuff on this side, so we can start to move around and support our front line a bit more, which is struggling quite badly it looks like, but it's fine. This is just a case of churning through the lizard men, which is very difficult to do. The sooner we get these rat ogres over here, the better. Everyone, just mash into the front line. Everyone, mash it up, mash it up. Just hold it up and stop them from running away, that's all we want. While the rat ogres come around the back and hopefully should be able to smash the crap out of them, because they are armor piercing. Here we go. Here they come. Okay, I feel like this is going to be it. I feel like we're just going to rout them with this. Oh, the skinks are getting in the way. They're going to save their Saurus warriors. We need to get those leadership penalties on the Saurus warriors. And then I think we'll be golden. I think we'll be all good. I think my plague claws may be doing more damage to me than it is to the enemy at the moment. Going to reduce my leadership more than the enemy's. And we got low leadership. There we go. Getting behind all these lizard men. The wavering aplenty. Is this one here yet? They're pretty much... Some of them have got into them. It's a mad fracas. I do love the rat ogre kind of pounce, if you want to call it that, when they just jump and then just belly flop into the enemy. There we go. Looking like we've got them defeated. Not entirely sure where Kroq is at this point, but I'm pretty sure we will have beaten him down. You see that guy there? Victory is ours. Kroq has been defeated. So the rat ogres really put the finish on that one. We just had to hold that front line, wear them down a bit, and our numbers have proved superior. I would like them to actually kill Kroq though. Get him, he's still got half his health, Queek. Get on him. Looks like Queek has been beating the crap out of him. And if we can kill him off, it'll be the ultimate insult. Come on. He's nearly dead. He's nearly dead. I want him dead. Everyone on him. There we go. Kroq has fallen. Decisive victory as well. I am happy with that. We were like twice the size in army, but whatever. Shh. But now we've got him out of the way, we can start to push on his lands before he gets back on his feet and brings another full stack of Saurus warriors and Carnosaurs or something. We'll try and beat him down so he can't do that. We want to try and find his places where he has the buildings to recruit some of his best units from, because then if we take him out, he won't be able to recruit. So he'll just have Graphosaurus warriors and skinks probably. We'll maybe upgrade it so we can get it back to where it was, its former glory. Good old Scraghole. So we reclaimed Scraghole, and we need to go and take Queek's Light back now, and then we'll be back to where we were, and we'll have to rebuild a bit, and then we can push on the last defenders. But we'll probably try to do that now, once we take Queek's Light. So we've got our empire back to its former glory. We now look to push on the last defenders. Zlatlan is the obvious target. They've got a few places up here. One of those is a food place as well. They've got 6 places left overall. We've got to get this place up on the right corner so we can complete that province as well. And then the last defenders should be on their last legs. And what would be good as well is if Zlatlan came over to help us out, seeing as they are at war with the last defenders. And they could use an extra place or two. They've only got 1 still. Yeah, I think it's going to be best to go for Zlatlan. I was debating going and getting that right corner one first, just so we can get that out of the way, but I think pushing on Zlatlan before Kroq comes back would be a good move. Not sure if I want to take Zlatlan or just raise it. We'll see. We shall see. I need to get Uatek upgraded to a level 5 settlement as well, because we don't have one yet. Queek Sapinda can be level 4. We won't do that just yet. We're in no hurry. We are struggling a bit on the food front though. And we're about ready to do our second ritual. So I think once we've taken out Zlatlan, we shall begin the second ritual and see what the hell goes down. See if the last defenders make any moves. Apparently not. Not that we can see anyway. I really wish Zlatlan would come over and help us out. It would make this go a lot easier. The sooner we can get rid of the last defenders, the sooner we can crack on with the vortex and stuff. And I'm not sure how much I want to push out. I'm not sure how much of this land around me I want to conquer, or whether I should just start raiding and pillaging like I mentioned before. They've done a ritual. Everyone's doing a ritual. That's fine. What do we reckon about the Vortex campaign as well? On the whole, in your experience, how do you feel about the Vortex campaign? Do you like it? Do you prefer the Mortal Empires campaign, where you just, take territory in a typical old-fashioned Total War style? Or do we like this Vortex stuff? I'm not really a fan of it, I don't think. I prefer the freedom of the more traditional Total War style. And I think that's why this campaign has taken so long for me to get out, is because I'm not... I don't want to say I'm not enjoying it, but I feel very limited by the Vortex stuff. I would rather just be charging around, taking out whoever I want, whenever I want, sailing halfway across the map and just taking someone out and taking some lands over there, raising them up just for the lols. But I can't really do that in the Vortex campaign. Anywho, we push on Zlatlan now. There is a small army there, so the sooner we can get on them the better before they can recruit any units. We're going to have a look over here as well. Oh god. The Cursed Jungle, there is an army there. We're not going to be able to take that down with their garrison. They've only got 7 units, but they can recruit pterodons from there. Oh, and Kroxagors as well. We need to take this place out. But the army that I have near there really isn't capable. So I guess we'll have to bring Queek over a little bit later on. We'll fall back for now. They got feral Bastillodons in there. We don't want to mess with those. We shall fall back to the Temple of Skulls for now until the time is right. Okay, I think we're ready to advance. Don't think there's anything else to do. There are a few buildings I'm missing, and some units I can't get, so I do need to sort that out. But I'm not in any hurry to spend all my money. Not when there's Kroq on the horizon and potentially a ritual as well. Get some of the smaller things. Okay, I think we're good. Actually, I do need some magic. I haven't had any plague sorcerers, I think, really at all for this entire campaign. So let's try and get a nice plague wizardy bastard. He'll do. Try and get him in Queek's army. That would help out a lot to be able to take advantage of our magic finally. I am, of course, known for my neglect of magic sometimes. I hate magic. Fucking magic. Okay. Let's do this. Maybe they'll come and attack me. Oh god, no. Don't get me. They're coming after me. Retreat. Oh, it's not actually that bad in terms of our favour. We do have a lot of plague monks there and rat ogres and stuff. But I think we'll give it a miss for now. We'll pick that fight another day. No need to risk it. Because if I lose that army, then there's a good chance that army that took me out will go down and take Temple of Skulls. So probably best to just stay at the Temple of Skulls and defend for now. So not to expand too thinly. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. Not to spread myself too thinly, I think is what I was trying to say. Okay, Zlatlan. You will be mine. Not sure if that army's grown, maybe a little bit. Can we take it on? Are we a bit too small? They do have a garrison as well. Probably need my plague priest. Temple of Skulls got a nice little garrison. So that should be perfectly safe from any army that comes from the cursed jungle. It's not the best army in the world, but hey ho, it has walls, so it's fine, probably. I'm a little bit worried about my money running a little thin now, though, so I'll cancel this for now. Because the garrison is fine, and the army that's in there is fine to defend whatever the cursed jungle throws at us, I think we'll save the money. Because that army is pretty pathetic. It's got some skink in there. The feral Bastillodons will be quite easily dealt with. Saurus warriors will be Saurus warriors, but we've got plenty of plague monks. So it's mostly skinks in there, actually, with a few dinos and some Saurus. So that army, as it is now, shouldn't be too hard, but of course it might upgrade and get bigger and larger, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. Let's get after Zlatlan for now. This army's got a lot of pterodons and skinks as well. Oh, that army's actually really quite easy. There's tons of skinks. All the skinks. This should be thoroughly doable. Thoroughly. Only a few Saurus and Kroq and stuff in there, so that army, well, those armies should be very defeatable. Oh dear, there's a big army there though, so the quicker we can get this done, get Zlatlan down, the better, before that other army comes over and helps out. Get my Plague Priest over there as well as soon as possible. Okay, we're rebuilding nicely. Scraghole and Queekslight. Gonna get some defenses, I think, for Queekslight. Again, I don't want to spend the money, but probably need some of this stuff. Some of the more important foundation stuff. Okay, let's do it. Let's see if they come after us. We only need 2 turns to get ourselves a couple of towers, and even 2 towers, I can make that work. That's fine. Someone tried to assassinate my damn priest already. Motherfucker. But he didn't succeed, so it's fine. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. The sooner we can get rid of the last defenders, I can't stress how relieved I will be to be rid of the last defenders. Whether that, I mean, I don't know whether to try and push and get rid of them completely, or maybe eventually get peace with them. But if we can beat them down to a small faction, and then maybe someone else can keep them in check. There's some vampires around over here, so maybe they could do it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Too many variables to know. For now, we'll build our siege equipment and prepare for the ruination of Zlatlan. Murder, kill, kill.